Hey friends, welcome back to Common Denominator, where we talk about what connects us, from business to mindset to the things shaping our future. So, I've been getting this question a lot lately. Moshe, what's exciting you right now in real estate? And I'll tell you what's fresh. Data centers. This is the real estate play behind all the AI hype you're hearing about, because everyone's talking about AI. ChatGPT this, OpenAI that. But guess what? All that innovation, it's powered by real estate, physical land, buildings, power, water, infrastructure. And that's where the real opportunity and the real challenge lies. So here's the deal. I'm developing data centers right now from scratch in North Florida. Demand is insane. If I could build them faster, I would. But it's not as easy as it sounds. You've got to find the right land, not too rural, because rural areas don't have the massive power plants or substations you need, and these things eat power. 1 gigawatt of energy, that's roughly enough to power 1 million homes. Now imagine Meta or Google saying, hey, we need 2 gigawatts. That's like lighting up an entire state. Then you've got cooling issues. These centers need tons of water to cool their servers. So if you're in a place where water is scarce, forget it. You run into environmental battles fast. And zoning, oh man, zoning is a beast. You've got to go before city councils, county commissioners, sometimes state energy boards to get approval, because these local leaders are like, hold on, if you take all this power, does that mean residents' electric bills will go up? They're not wrong to ask that. These centers consume a ton of energy. And yet, if you can get all those boxes checked, the upside is massive. Let me give you an idea. The going rate right now is roughly $160,000 per month per megawatt of data center power. That's what big tenants think Google, Oracle, OpenAI are paying to lease the space. So if you got a 100 megawatt data center fully operational, you're looking at around $16 million a month in rent. That's close to $200 million in rent a year. It's huge. But again, that doesn't mean it's easy money. It takes vision, capital, and deep partnership, because those power companies, they know their power is the new gold. In fact, BlackRock and Blackstone, they're not just buying real estate, they're buying power companies, because they know the cost of power is going to skyrocket as AI scales. So imagine being the developer who builds right next to a power plant. You've got the juice, literally, and the infrastructure. That's where I think the future is going. If I were a utility company, I'd be partnering with developers like me to build data centers right near the source. That's the smartest play in the long run. Now, here's the part people don't like to talk about. A lot of the money flying around in AI right now, it's hype, it's speculation. You've got startups worth billions that haven't made a dime in profit. You've got companies like OpenAI generating massive revenue numbers, but not necessarily profits. And all that trickles down because you've got investors pouring money into dreams, not realities. I don't invest in ideas. I invest in things that exist. Land, buildings, power, infrastructure. That's where the real long-term value is. You can call AI the future, and sure, it is. But the backbone of that future is built by people like us, developers, builders, the ones getting permits, pouring concrete, running fiber, making it happen in the real world. So if you're thinking about where to get involved in this whole AI revolution, don't just look at the tech stocks. Look at the infrastructure behind it. That's where the opportunity is. That's where the cash flow is. And that's where the lasting value will be when the hype dies down. Because at the end of the day, every shiny new AI company still needs somewhere to plug in. And that somewhere is real estate. So yeah, that's what got me fired up right now. Data centers might not sound glamorous, but they're the backbone of the digital age. And if you understand that intersection between real estate and technology, you're ahead of the game. All right, that's my take for today. If this got you thinking, share it with someone who's curious about real estate, tech, or where the world's heading next. I'm Moshe Popek. This is Common Denominator, reminding you we have more in common than we think. Please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen. See you next time.